Hey YouTube, this will be my review of the Sonic Free Riders action figures. Now, if you check out my website or blog, gamerrob.wordpress.com, I've done a review of the Sonic Free Riders game because I used to own a Kinect, and by that I mean like a few months ago. Anyways, and this game is fantastic, but onto the figures. Now, the figures themselves are really cool. I'm really impressed that Jazwares did this well on their first attempt to make a Jet the Hawk figure. It's pretty well proportioned. Let me see if I can get him off the stand. He's got, this. He's got removable goggles. He doesn't really feel right without the goggles, but you know what? This is Jet without them. Look at that detail on his feet. I mean, that's really well crafted. I'm even impressed that Jazwares got this going on with the back, like the shoe detail for these things. So they got that. They got the little ruffle in the cuffs on his feet. They got the fur right, and I don't know if my camera will show this, but it won't. Well, on the actual Jet in the games, there is like a little dark green flame up his arm and whatnot, sort of like the dark green on here, except for it's on his arm. And they even included that on this figure, so I'm pretty impressed with the Jet figure. Now, the board is sort of bland, I mean, it's better than the Sonic board. It's got little thingies on the sides, all sorts of little things that make it more accurate to the game. The details, even though this is just a sticker, it's still a very nice one. It's a very nice sticker. And the wheels are here. I'm going to be honest, I'm not super happy about the wheels. I mean, I wish for the detail's sake they would have scrapped the wheels and just made it a flat board, sit-stand sort of thing. And, it's got the footholes for him to stand on. And so overall, I'm pretty happy with this figure. I definitely think this is an awesome figure. For $10, it might not be the best bang for the buck you can get, but you know what? It's still a fantastic figure. Regardless, I highly recommend the Jet figure. And these goggles are just too cool. So anyways, on to the Sonic figure. Now, you know what? He's your normal Sonic. He's got really irritating to fit on glasses, so I'm not taking them off. But he's got that. I mean, these things are just terrible. He's got that. His quills are a little bit farther down than they usually are, but I think that's just to incorporate the glasses. Your usual Sonic figure. He's got his back quills and all that good stuff. His special Sonic Free Riders, or just Sonic Riders in general, shoes. And let me take him off of the board. And compared to Jet, he's actually really hard to pose. Jet's just works really well with the board. Sonic, not as well. Board's a little bit blander than Jet's, although I like this going on. This thingy where the green trail / arc thing would generally come out in the games. Your wheels, and all the stuff from the Jet figure on Sonic. Truthfully, when it comes down to it, I recommend you get the Jet figure first. Let me just reapply his goggles, because he won't look right without them perfectly on. There we go. Anyways, I recommend you get the Jet figure if you can only get one. I recommend Jet because he's just... he is a beast. He looks fantastic. He's totally game accurate. And he's just a amazingly posable, fantastic overall figure. The goggles and the board are just icing on the cake. Sonic, he's your basic Sonic, except for he's a little harder to pose now. Got these really irritating to put on glasses, and his board is just sort of bland for a price of $10. So if you can only get one, pick up Jet. Definitely, you gotta get Jet. And if you do have some spare cash, you might as well get Sonic 2 just to complete the two. I mean, I'm actually happy I got Sonic, although he's just not the best. But you know what, they're both okay. And so, yeah, this has been my review of the Sonic and Jet Free Riders action figures by Jazwares. And I hope you enjoyed the review. Be sure to comment, rate, subscribe, and yeah, leave comments too.